That's all we got. We'll wait for some more to show up, see if anybody else shows up before we figure out what we're going to do tonight. Let's see what we have got going. 6 o'clock. 2 live. Going live at 6 o'clock on a Saturday might not have been the best day of the week to do it. I usually do it on Sunday, and for some reason I decided I was going to do it today. See who shows up, how many show up, whether we stay, how long we stay on. But if we get enough people in here tonight, we're going to give away. We're going to give away these 6 jigs tonight. We're going to give away the one we got in the vise. We are going to give away a hat from the Plateau Fly Shop. And where's them jig heads at?
I know.
And a whole bag of jigs, heads, blanks.
That I did.
That Cletus done, aka Zach Grubb, the man of all nicknames. Oh, let's tie them. Let's tie some up. That one come out cool. I love the eye on that jig head. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Got those jig heads from I'm gonna try to Enrique Salvadera. Awesome jig heads. He made some beautiful jig heads with eyes in them. Pill heads, hatchet heads. We've been painting up quite a few of them today. I got a couple blaze orange ones I'm gonna tie up, send back to him. Can't really see it real well, but they got the eye socket in them. We're gonna be putting some eyes in them. We're gonna be tying them up. I'll take about a 2-week break from tying jigs. Had some things going on I need to take care of. And we're gonna go back at it full force. Gonna get this YouTube channel going again. Got some pretty exciting things coming up. Here in the near future. Preston who? Preston. Nope. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that's who it was or not. So we're gonna start out with, and I might, the ones I type here tonight, we might give those away too for free tonight. We'll see what happens. Try to get that to where it's a little better focused. As you're coming in, say hi, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you're here. Send some comments. Like I said, we ain't got to tie jigs tonight. We can talk crappie. We can talk crappie jigs. Talk about supplies. Y'all name it. Let's make the show what y'all want to do. Oh, it's Bailey Walker. She said hi, Grub.
Hey.
Hey. Hey. Chad Butler. How's it going? All right, we're going to get started with the 1/8 ounce jig head in the vise. And I meant to go get some new scissors today because the scissors I got are just about done. And then we're going to make them work for a little bit longer. I kind of got to whittle away the thread to get it to cut right. It still didn't quite cut right.
Dalton caught a lot of fish last night off your jigs.
Who just said that?
Dalton.
Dalton Clark?
Right there.
Dalton Clark. I didn't see no pictures of him. Didn't send me nothing. All left out. Shit. Catching crappie on my jigs. Didn't get an invite to go or anything. Don't worry about it. That's fine. No big deal. No big deal. What was the biggest one you caught last night? I meant to oil that. Send me a picture right now on my phone, and I'll put it up on YouTube. I'll show everybody on YouTube what you caught. Let's do the jawbreaker in bucktail tonight. A couple of them. Like I said, we get Ace catfishing. Bubba, how's it all going? How's it going tonight, guys? Like I said, we get up to, what did I say, 60?
Yeah, 60, 65.
We get up to 65. Quite a few things I'm gonna give away tonight. We're gonna give away a hat. We're gonna give away some hand-tied jigs. We're gonna give away some painted jig heads, just round ball heads. So if you want to tie your own jigs, you can give it a shot. Like I said, as we're going, hit like. Let me know how many people we got on here, how many likes I got. Tell your friends. I posted on Facebook that I was going to be going live. Go back and share it. We'll see what we can get on here. See if we can get this channel going. I was at Plateau Fly Shop today. Actually, I ran across something so cool at the fly shop. Didn't even know they sold it like this. And Austin, the owner, was telling me about it. And they have now got mini neck hackle. This is awesome. This is a whole entire bag full of nothing but tips, already pre-cut. You know, you still got to cut it down, but my waist has gone down so much because of these feathers and only having to use that much of it. Instead of buying that whole bag of hackle, I'm now only using this. The price, which was what even more unbelievable. Let's see, we have got, I don't know how it's packaged here. I don't know if it's packaged, I don't see a weight on it. But anyway, you can see how big this bag is. And it's full of tips. Check that out. $2 for all that. So much in that bag. I gotta say thank you again to the Plateau Fly Shop for stocking something like that. That makes my job so much easier and so much faster when I don't have to sit there and cut hackle, you know, for an hour before I start tying jigs. That's incredible. I love that. Maybe it's been around for a while. Maybe I just never noticed it, because usually when I go in, we're in a hurry. I know exactly what I want. I go inside, I pick it up, you know, talk to Austin for a little bit, out the door I go. And he brought it up today. He was telling me about it, and I'd seen it last week when I was there. But a bag of mini hackle, like I said, it's I'm impressed by it. There's not, you know, it's the simple things that make me happy. Bag of pre-cut feathers right there. Unbelievable. Makes, like I said, makes it pretty easy. I can dump that whole bag of hackle out in a bowl, reach in there and grab one or two, trim a little bit off the ends of them, and I'm golden, good to go. I was also talking to him about maybe starting to do some live feeds from his store. So I think me and him are going to get together and we're going to talk it out and see if we can work out a date, time. You know, it might turn into something pretty routine, turn into something we do quite a bit. It might be, you know, I don't know. It just kind of depends. I really want to do it. I think it'd be a really cool place to do it from. You know, when you're asking me what type of material I'm using, I could get up, walk right to the store, and I could show you exactly in the package exactly what I'm using, what I got. I keep most of the packages to everything I have, but, you know, digging through all that, I could go over on the shelf and pull it right off and show you exactly what I got, what I bought, how much it is in his shop. If you think it's a good idea, like I said, let me know. Give Austin a call. Plateau Fly Shop in Springfield, Missouri. Let him know what you think. If it'd be a good idea or not, but I'm kind of looking forward to it. I think it's going to be pretty exciting. Be something new, something different. But yeah, that's what I got going today. I was pretty excited to talk to him about that. Hopefully we can work something out. You get some of those tied up and painted, send me a picture, let me know. I like to see what everybody else does. And I don't know if we're gonna go. I don't think we're gonna dock tonight. Wouldn't be a bad night to be down there, that's for sure. Here's some of the fish he caught from my jigs. That's a nice crappie, Dalton Clark. Pretty good fish. I don't know how good you can see it. I love seeing that. I love seeing pictures of fish people have caught with my jigs. That was actually the second best thing about tying jigs, is seeing pictures that other people have caught with them. We're gonna put some UV resin on this and hit it with the black light and cure that up.
Glenn Clark says, good evening from North Carolina. Love your channel. Fishing examples are excellent.
Well, thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Like I said, time from the fly shop should be pretty cool. I'm really excited about that. It's a great store. It's local. I hope everybody in their town has a store that's local like that, where you can just go and pick stuff up. I know with coronavirus and things coming from China, it's getting harder and harder to find stuff. And you know, he was even talking about that, how it's getting a little bit harder to get some things in the store from China. And he's, you know, thinking outside the box, and he's looking at other places now to start getting some of his materials. And anyway, I can go on and on and on and on about coronavirus, and don't really want to. Another one of those nasty old days. I didn't really want to get the boat out. Stormed all night last night. I'm sure the lakes were muddy. Wind's been blowing about 20 miles an hour all day, and it just now started raining again. And I would much rather fish in the rain, actually, than I would in the wind. I cannot stand fishing in the wind. I actually haven't even really been out that much this year. Not as much as normal. Lost my material. Anybody get to go fishing today? Anybody else? And we're going to trim off. You know, silver, the colors in our area, of course, this is my favorite, the one I call the Jawbreaker Red Chartreuse. That's always a good color for me. Black Chartreuse, pink and white, solid white, and then I fish a lot of silvers. Let's see if I can find one here. Let me go my jig box. This is one of my favorite ones right here. There's a lot of flash inside that silver bucktail, and then this tinsel chenille on top of that with silver. Actually, I want to say that's chrome color, and that's chrome. I can't think of the name of the company that makes that paint. Drawing a blank, but it's chrome color. Silver tinsel chenille, silver bucktail, and then I put like 5 or 6 pieces of flash in that. There's a lot of flash with that underwater, especially especially when it's shad. You know, finally got past that fry stage where they're all like about that long. Looks exactly like a shad. My next favorite and the next one that's always working here too is the black and chartreuse. Either with rubber skirts, hackle, bucktail, marabou. That's always a good color. I've always done pretty good sticking with the classics. I've been tying a lot of orange and chartreuse this year too. Sold a lot of those. Haven't even really had a chance to fish that color yet myself. I started out with guys down in Louisiana, William Wall, Bola Landry. They were getting that chartreuse and orange from me, and when he first ordered it, it was the first one that he was the first one that I'd sold that color to. I was like, man, that's kind of an odd color. When I started tying it up, yeah, I could see it. It was a nice, good color combination. And then I got this order of bucktail jigs going to Jackson, Mississippi, I think. 50 of them. Out of all the jigs I tie, this is probably my favorite one to tie, are the bucktails. I always say I absolutely hate the marabou, but usually once I get into my second or third marabou jig, I kind of like tying them. We might give it maybe a shot tonight if I can get some of it dug out. But what I do with my marabou or my bucktail jigs, I get them all wrapped up, get them tied up, get my UV coat on them. I transfer them over to the other vise. I put them back in that vise, and I put my UV light underneath of it, so you ain't got to sit there and watch me waiting for that UV light to cure them. A little bit of a boring process, so I just kind of set it off to the side. And Dalton sent a message, said he was going back down there tonight. He was going to catch some more crappie, and he was going to send me some more pictures of fish. Just going to make me jealous. Usually when the weather's crap like it has been, we usually go down and fish the docks. There's a marina at the lake we fish at. For a few dollars, they'll let you fish. And it's a really good spot to get out of the weather. Got a roof over your head. I just spun that whole jig. Sounds like a bird chirping, don't it? We're gonna fix that. Well, good. I'm glad I got somebody else addicted to it. It's addicting. I can promise you that. I don't know what it is about it that's addicting. Trying to make each one look a little better than the one you did right before that one. It's addicting to come up with colors that you not sure work, and you take them out to the lake and they do work, and it is a little addicting. They're all over the place. That ought to keep that one from spinning. We'll get it glued down. I haven't been on YouTube for a while. And we're gonna fire it back up and get it going again. And we're gonna set this one off to the side. And we'll cure it later. Let's do some white ones. You can go white and blue on this one. Well, you're a quiet group tonight. 21 people on there. 11 likes. I should have at least 21 on there. Well, I thought I fixed it and I didn't. Let's put white in the belly on this one. I'll put blue in the back. And Zachary Massey says, "Hey, old paw." Old paw. That color came out pretty good. I like that.
I like the blue one.
Huh?
I like the blue one.
It ain't bad.
You should do a Liberator color.
Liberator.
Yeah, like blue and gold.
Blue and gold. All right. Who would think a blue and gold jig would work? Everybody raise your hands. I didn't see no hands go up.
Whatever.
It might. I'm sure if I said it would not catch nothing, somebody will come back to state record.
I will go catch something with it. I will outfish you, old man.
And the bad thing is, sometimes she does. Not very often. And this one back here, wherever he went, I don't think he's ever caught a crappie. He does good. He will usually end up showing me up.
Just because we keep you busy taking our fish off the hook.
Yeah, and untangled and trees out of the hooks out of the trees and. How's it going? Catfish Weekly's live or on. Oh, that is driving me nuts.
Why is it squeaking?
Because it's rubbing real hard on that. Oh, the whole Walker family's on. White and blue.
I'll wave to Bailey.
The dock I go to well, actually it's Pittsburgh, so it's kind of like more on the Lindley arm than it is on the Palmy arm. But it's really like just a little bit more than halfway down the lake.
I guess I better wave to Macy too. Hi, Macy. I sounded like a mouse.
Huh?
I said I sounded like a mouse when I said.
Maybe this is like this week.
Got you all filled.
That would have been good.
That would not have been good.
That would have been so good.
That would have been
Classic.
embarrassing. I'd never come down here again.
Is that all it'll take to get you out of my garage?
Oh, really?
Oh my god.
Boom.
You're not being nice to me on Mother's Day weekend.
Alyssa says hi, Crappie.
Hi, Liz.
It's not Mother's Day weekend. There's a Mother's Day.
It's Mother's Day month.
No doubt.
Mother's Day year.
No doubt.
It's Mother's
Truth.
Day every day.
Truth.
Last month was my birthday month. This month is Mother's Day month.
What side is doing that is horrible. Might just fixed it. I'm gonna try to. Like I said, all these are going to Jackson, Mississippi.
It doesn't show that on his side.
What?
Half my body was in the screen. No, I don't want to see it. I'm scooting to the
And we're gonna put the white on first on the bottom side.
Feed flow.
And then the blue on the top side.
I said hi, Macy.
What do you run for line with your jigs?
As in like fishing line, I use 6 pound Mr. Crappie or 4 pound. I've got like half of them with 4 pound and the other half with 6 pound. Last year, yeah, I think it was last year, I was the first time I tried out the braid. Did not like it, was not a fan of it, and don't believe I'll ever use it again. I went right back to mono. I didn't care for the braids for the simple fact that I like to fish with ACC crappie sticks. I fish with B&M crappie rods and I fish with ACC crappie sticks, both of them 10 footers. The B&M rod's got a lot more flex in the tip versus the ACC crappie stick. It's a lot stiffer. And it seemed like when they would hit that jig with the ACC crappie stick and the braided line, that it would rip a bigger hole in the side of that crappie's mouth and that hook would come out a lot easier. If I had them in rod holders, they would go down one time and come back up and there wouldn't be a fish on it. And I think that braid had, with no stretch in it, was pulling that crappie back, or pulling that jig back out of those fish's mouth. So another thing I didn't like about the braid was you could feel it running through the line guides, and it felt just exactly like it was cutting grooves in them. So I couldn't find, for me, a good reason to justify using braided line on my rods. I know a lot of people will use braid and then use a mono leader. I'd rather just use just pull the whole reel with mono instead of spending the money on the braid. But I wasn't a big fan of it. I know a lot of people. I will say this: it was sensitive. You could feel the slightest touch with the braided line. But I don't like giving up the stretch in the mono. I like the mono a lot better. You know, I might end up finding a braid that I like better. But I tried a couple different brands. And like I said, that was what I did not like about the braid. I didn't like the price, and I didn't like it not stretching. But I did like the sensitivity in it, and I could get both and spend half the price with just the mono. So I took all the braid off all my reels. I didn't like the way it felt going through the line guides. Really was the biggest deciding factor of not using it. I was afraid I was going to end up tearing up my rods with them. And maybe I never would have. Maybe I would have done that forever. It's hard to say.
Clayton wants to know, how do I go about getting some bought for my brother?
Come by and get some. I'll send some home with you. Or, you know, if you're interested in buying my jigs, you can go to my Facebook page, Eric Massey Jig Company. Let me know what you want, and I can get them to you. I usually do I sell all of mine off of that. Here, take those out there and tell them to pick some of them out. Tell them to pick out 5 of them. What else we got? Anybody else got any questions? Anything else going on? We're at 23 and I'm a long way from 65. Let's tie up. That was two of the jawbreakers, 2 of the blue and white ones. Let's do an orange hatchet head. I'll get to tie any of these up. Color choice and stain water for me is red and gold, without a doubt. If the water's stained, murky, muddy, red and gold is my first color. Gold. Gold, that's what I always use. The majority of the time. Let me see those. Did you get some?
Yeah.
Let me see. I ain't got them in here. I think I gave them away, to tell you the truth, but gold jig, gold head, and a gold Chanel body. And I usually use flash in the tails when I tie those up. They work really good in muddy water conditions. For me, they do. You know, I'm sure every lake's a little bit different, but that's my favorite. And now I've got a 16th ounce hatchet head jig. Let me show you the hatchet head jig. Central Florida. David Davis. Crappie are probably already spawned and back out in water, ain't they? I had a lot of requests to do hatchet head jigs. or I was told hatchet head jigs wasn't the right name for them. The guy who sent me these said that they call them something else. Hatchet heads is what I'd always heard them called. I can't remember what he said. Anybody else know the other name for the hatchet head jig? Yeah, Florida was where my orders first started picking up in January. Am I right about that? Did the crappie spawn down in Florida in January sometime, mid-January? I'm pretty sure. I think they did. Like I said, my orders first picked up in January, February for Florida, Louisiana. We're gonna do, on this hatchet head jig, we are going to do orange and chartreuse. Let's do, let's kind of three-tone this one. Let's do orange right in the middle, then chartreuse all the way around it. So we're gonna pull off just a very small amount of orange in this one. We're gonna tie that in first. It's gonna be the middle section of our jig. Like I said, if you wasn't on earlier, at the beginning of the show, I was talking about Plateau Fly Shop. And I think we're going to try to do some live videos from his store. If it's something you want to see, give the Plateau Fly Shop a call.
Yeah, did you see the question of color choices in stained water? Did you see that one?
Yeah, I got that one. Give Plateau Fly Shop a call. Tell Austin you think it'd be a good idea. Let's see what happens. That way we can get him to answer some questions about, he'd be a lot better to answer questions on actual fly time. He'd be a good one to answer questions on what material they got in, how they get that material in, where that material comes from. It'd be a good chance to pick his brain on tying actual trout flies. I know in his shop, in his line of work, he's could tie a lot smaller than what I usually normally tie. I tie anything from 1/64 up to 1/4 of an ounce. I've got some now that are so much smaller than that, 1/80th. But doing it from his store, we'll be able to, I can get a lot more direct answers from him. Y'all can ask him some questions too. Y'all can ask him about the online store. How's the best way to get stuff from him if you live in a different state. So give him a call. Let him know what you think. Hit thumbs up, like. Let me know if you think it'd be a good idea. Send me a thumbs up emoji or something like that. Something that I know you've seen that and you think it'd be a pretty cool idea and you'd be more, you might be something you'd want to see. Wedge heads, knife heads. I can't remember what he called these. But it's definitely different looking. Hatchet head. You turn it this way, it looks like you got too much paint on it. The paint started to drip. Turn it that way, it looks like a perfect little square. Head of it comes down at a point, and I'd have to be able to think that it would, go through the water a little bit easier. Maybe that's what everybody likes about them. Either way, it's definitely different. It's not very often you see something different when it comes to jigs, jig heads, and stuff like that. Crappie fishing, we've all seen the same thing for years and years and years. Black and yellow, yeah. I've tied a lot of black and yellow ones that went to Louisiana for muddy water. I didn't think about that black and yellow. I had some that I tied up, and I think they're gone now. No, these right here. That color jig right there, I sent a lot of them. Look just like that. Kind of look like a bumblebee. But I never thought about tying that color to the guys in Louisiana were talking about muddy water. And I started tying up these little like bumblebees, and they liked those, and they said they'd done pretty good. And I tied some up with the last order and sent them to Nebraska and asked that guy to give them a try up there, and it's clear water, because I was curious to see what they would do up there. Thank you, appreciate that. Is that the kind of black and yellow you're talking about? But it was pretty neat. I kind of impressed with that color when I done it. But that is my Hatchet head crappie jig. Let's do a giveaway. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Check and see you generate something.
No comments?
We are going to do these 6 jigs right here. Chartreuse, golden red, blue, white, and a bluish silver Chanel body. We're going to give these to first one. Country boy catfishing. If you can find me or send me your address, let me know. Get these in the mail. And actually, for asking about the muddy water ones, the yellow and black ones, I'm going to send you those two yellow and black ones I got too. I'm going to throw those in too and send them down your way. I got one tied with yeah, they do say that those orange ones or those wedge head ones are a little bit better in the brush, coming off brush. That one with the yellow and black bucktail, and that one with the yellow and black aquilum. Who was it? Country boy catfishing? Mm-hmm. Make sure I get your address. Trying to think how we. Here's the same way on Facebook. Are you Country Boy Catfishing there too? And I think the night we go live down at Plateau Fly Shop, I plan on having this completely full, and that'll be the next giveaway. Pretty sure probably going to be 60 jigs or so in that, plus the box, plus the sticker. But that's going to be at the Plateau Fly Shop. David Zimmerman on Facebook. Remember that. Write that down for me. One more giveaway. Let's do one more before we go, because I have got a surplus of jig heads. If you are tying jigs, I've got exactly what you're looking for. There's a few in here with collars on them. Some that are not. There's probably 45, 50 jig heads in that, and that winner is going to be Ryan Massey. Give me somebody. Give me the next generated name.
Come on. Loading.
Loading. I need to get that up on a screen like Loud did the other night. That's pretty neat how you done that. I might have to figure out how to do that. So that way y'all can kind of watch it auto-generate.
Who is it?
Wayne Clark.
Wayne Clark?
Wayne. He's still on.
Wayne Clark, you on here still? You were the next one. Make sure you write down David Zimmerman.
You have 10 people.
Yeah. Is Wayne Clark still on there? Nah, he didn't respond. So, who's the next guy? Who else on here is tying jigs? Right now, the next one answers. Yep, I'm still painting jigs, Lyle. If you got some you want painted, let me know. Ace Catfishing, these are headed your way. Ace Catfishing, write that down. We're going to send him those jig heads, and we're going to send the other ones to David Zimmerman, the hand-tied ones. But like I said, I'm going to get off here. That was like 47 minutes. I'm going to get a hold of Plateau Fly Shop this week. We're going to work out a time, some dates, make sure we got the right Wi-Fi connection and all that stuff. We are going to do try to do the next one live from Plateau Fly Shop if we can work out a time. I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up working next weekend, so we'll see what we come up with. Anytime you're ready, Lyle, you let me know. Send those jigs to, or give Jason your order, and I'll get them from Jason, and we'll get them painted up, and we'll get them to you. My master painter right there, that's him. Does a great job painting jig heads. But like I said, give Austin a call at the Plateau Fly Shop. Let him know what you think. If it's a good idea to go to his shop and do a live video, give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, let me know, and we'll do it. For this time, we are out. Tell them bye, Zach. Tell them bye, Raya.
Bye.
That's my background help. You guys have a good evening. Take care of all the moms that are out there tomorrow. Remember, it's Mother's Day. And we will see you guys next time.